I'm Ben.
I'm Ron.
I'm Chris.
I'm Jason.
And I'm Anna, and this is Hometown Has-Beens, Wife Takeover.
What's up, everybody? Welcome to Hometown Has-Beens, episode 28. If you've stuck around with us for 27 episodes, I apologize for last week. Look, schedules are getting tight. It's the holidays. Lives are busy. We're not getting paid, except for that one time. So, yeah, we're going to keep trying to bring you quality content. And on that note, we have a very special edition, as you noticed from the intro music. It's me and my wife.
Hello.
So, from the get-go, we've had, fans say, hey, y'all should do an episode where the wives come on. Now, while we may do eventually, like, all the wives just talk about us, but we thought it'd be a fun little thing to do where one of the has-beens and their spouse gets on and does a pod. So that's what we're going to try today. So we are currently recording from our bedroom at night.
Yeah.
While one kid is in the living room and the other one's asleep. So we're doing our best. All right. So first question written in by a fan. What is the, how do I want to phrase this? Why don't you just lay out the pros and cons of your spouse being I don't want to say famous, small town famous, Hometown Has-Beens podcast member. Pros and cons.
Pros?
She said there's not any. She said there's no pros. Oh.
No,
right.
it's good.
What are the pros?
Y'all love it.
Yeah. Okay.
And,
Lucrative royalty checks coming in.
Oh, yeah. Mm-hmm.
Sarcasm. You have zero pros. That's what you're saying.
No, I think it's good for you guys to get together.
All right. What are the cons?
I don't think there is any.
Oh, really? Those screaming children? Not a con?
I mean, yeah, but you guys
So,
need time.
Shout out to my wife and the other wives of Hometown Has-Beens. Another fan question. What was it like? Like, what's it like for someone who didn't grow up in a small town to then move to a small town and your spouse knows everyone or everyone knows your spouse?
It was shocking.
Because you thought, how does everybody know?
Yeah, I mean, it's like something you'd see on a TV show.
Like a Hallmark movie.
Yeah. I mean, from being from Gwinnett, it was, you didn't have that. And then coming here, it was like culture shock in a way.
Yeah. Would you say do you miss Gwinnett?
There are some things I do, but
No, do you miss Gwinnett?
no.
No. Good answer.
I like it here.
Me too. Okay. Oh, so today we were at which one of those stores?
TJ Maxx.
TJ Maxx. You know those stores, right? Y'all know those stores. So we were at TJ Maxx and we saw huge fan of the podcast, Brittany Brown, Andy Brown, Anna and Graceland were, I don't know, looking at clothes, and I was on Inslee duty, so we were just walking around looking at toys. And also, if you like, when you take your kids to a place like TJ Maxx, and they're, like under 13, you probably need to be with them, right?
Oh yeah.
There was this little boy who kept walking around me and Inslee. It was like maybe 7 or 8, but he would just like walk in between me and Inslee and just like almost push us out of the way.
Oh,
To the
no. I know
point,
which one you're
you
talking
saw him,
about
yeah.
because he almost ran over me.
Yeah. To the point,
And
after
Grace.
he did it twice, I said, "Excuse you." And he didn't even look at me. He was wearing a mask. I guess he's still worried about COVID. But anyways, don't leave your children unattended. For number one, it's not safe. And yeah, it's just a bad look when they don't know how to behave.
How did Inslee behave, though?
Inslee was great. She waved at a kid.
She's always great for you.
She said, yeah, she's great for me.
Well, today she pitched a fit in Walmart.
When I wasn't there.
I know.
Yeah, that brings me to well, hold on. Let me finish the story before Sheila Griffin has a fit. It's Ryan's mom, remember?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. So we saw the Browns, and they're big fans of the podcast, or at least Brittany is. I think Andy probably doesn't waste his time listening to us. He's too smart. But I hear a man's voice say, "Mr. Sexton," and that was just weird to me. So I turn around, and anyways, so shout out to the Brown family. So at TJ Maxx. But that reminded me of a story I have not told on the podcast, but it brings me so much joy. So I'm going to tell it.
Okay.
So me and Anna had a day date, and we went to Athens because her parents live in Monroe. Oh, yeah. They were watching the kids, so we go to Athens. And you know what day dates are. Like you go to a restaurant at lunch, and then you just kind of like shop. Like that's all you can do. So we went to Marshall's, and I tell Anna, like we're both going to the bathroom. I think it was Marshall's. Maybe it was Ross. Was it Marshall's?
No, it was Marshall's.
All right, yeah.
Yeah.
So we both go to the bathroom, and before we go in, I'm like, hey, when I get out, I'm gonna go look at shoes. And
you did not say that.
Hold on, let me tell a story before you tell your half. All right. So then Anna goes to the bathroom. I go in the bathroom, separately, like you're supposed to. And anyways, I get done, and I go out, and I'm looking at shoes for like, I don't know, 20 minutes. Was it about 20 minutes? Maybe 30 minutes?
Yeah, it was a long time.
To the point that I was like, I've looked at all these shoes like more than once.
And I'm standing.
And no, let me tell it.
Okay.
And I'm like, where's my wife? Like, so I texted her. I said, I called her, and I was like, are you being kidnapped? And she says, she says, where are you? And I said, where are you? And she said, I'm still waiting by the bathroom for you.
I was looking at candy.
And I said,
for 30 minutes.
And I said, I've been looking at you. I start laughing like I'm laughing now. And I said, well, we finally meet back up. And she's like, I'm so mad at you. You did not tell me that you were. I was like, you didn't even think, like, what?
I don't know how you got past me. That's what I'm wondering.
I went to the bathroom and got done quicker than you.
Oh, that's right. I forgot. I had to go too.
So, but I was like, what did you think I was doing? Do you remember your response to me?
No.
I do. I thought your IBS was active.
I mean, I did. I was waiting for a long time.
I'm aware. But she was so
mad at you.
But I stand by this. I told her before, like, hey, when I get done, I'm gonna go look at shoes.
Now you
just didn't hear me. No, I told you that day.
No,
I told you before it happened.
No, you didn't.
Yeah, I did.
Okay.
Yeah, I did. Any stories you're dying to tell?
Well, I think one of the ones I will never forget, when maybe it was a year into marriage, but we were at home and I was in the shower, and all of a sudden we heard this big, loud boom.
Yep.
And you jump in the shower fully clothed with me.
Yep.
And I'm freaking out, and I'm like, what are you doing? You need to go see if that was somebody. And you won't leave the shower.
No, I was protecting you.
Yeah. You did great.
It scared me. I jumped in the shower. What else was I supposed to do?
Fully clothed.
I should have undressed before jumping in my fear. I was scared. Uh-huh. Okay, yeah. I was scared. You're allowed to be scared.
Yes.
Everyone's allowed to be scared. I have another story about you I don't know. I don't think I've told this to you.
About what?
When this happened, it tickled me so much.
What?
I don't remember if I said anything or not.
What?
So, all right, Anna, your family loves food.
Oh yeah.
I mean, everybody loves food, but like,
No, they love.
when y'all talk, every time you talk
It's
on the
about
phone,
food.
every time you talk on the phone during that conversation, at some point you're going to talk about
Food.
what we ate yesterday, today, recently, like good food, right?
Yes.
That's a true statement.
Yes.
Okay. So she likes to, like, if we find a restaurant that her parents haven't gone to, she's going to tell them about it, right? Every time.
Yeah.
Every time. Well, I did tell you this, actually. I did tell you this tickled me. I'm thinking about it. So, again, my wife always tells her mom, stepdad, dad, everybody about this food, what she's eating. We go to an establishment with a drive-through, and she says, "Oh, I've got to text my dad about this." And I'm thinking, okay, why? She was like, every time I find good food, I have to text him. And I'm like, I know that. We're at Taco Bell. She's texting him about this amazing bean burrito she found.
No, I didn't find it. I've been eating it for years, but he did too. Like, that was our thing.
You know what I wrote down when I wrote down to tell the story? She claims it was sentimental.
It was so sentimental. It brought back memories.
Oh,
So I had to tell him
man.
I was having a bean burrito.
Well, I was shocked that he'd never had Taco Bell.
No,
I'll tell
he
you.
did.
He's born in Ecuador, so
Yeah.
maybe he never had Taco Bell.
He ate it a lot.
Well, it just cracked me up. I have another fan question. Why do you buy things you know we'll never use?
You mean that's your question?
All the questions are for me.
I figured.
Fans didn't know this was happening. It's a surprise. Why do you buy
Well, I
things
don't buy throw pillows anymore. That should make you happy.
Yeah, because we bought the world out, where the world is out of stock.
Oh my gosh.
We have given Goodwill. Goodwill is in business because of my wife's addiction to throw pillows.
Yeah.
Because she also has an addiction, like she's an anti-hoarder
Oh yeah.
to the point that like if I didn't keep the birth certificates locked up in a case somewhere, she'd probably give them away. Like, it's bad. I'd be like, oh, what happened? What happened to those
have a
new socks?
confession.
What'd you throw away?
Sometimes I go through your things, and if it looks dingy, I do trash it.
There's so many times I've been like, where's my shirt? We're going to need counseling. Anybody know Dr. Phil? Because this is getting...
It's not
She
that
just
bad.
recently gave away a Patagonia vest. Not a
You
vest.
told
It was
me I could.
I told her she could sell it.
I
'Cause
did.
she resells some stuff. She did not. The whole bucket of clothes she took got less than what that Patagonia would have brought. Made me so mad.
I wanted to.
I could have given that to like a student. I don't know. But you're an anti-hoarder.
Yeah, I don't like.
It's bad.
You hoard everything.
No, I don't have anything.
Yeah, but
What do
if
I own?
You own things.
She can't name one. Pretty sure you got socks because you're cold feet. Oh, man. Oh, yeah. My wife's an anti-hoarder. I'm just going to gripe about her. Since she's on the podcast, I can do that now.
Mm-hmm.
It's like if you're not allowed to gripe about your spouse on the podcast if they're not on the podcast, because then it's rude. But when they're on the podcast, you can gripe. So you're griping to them. Y'all just get to hear it. So that's different.
Right.
Like, not everybody's Ryan. Ryan's going to say whatever he wants on the podcast, and Allison's going to take care of that. But like, I don't do that. Ben don't do that. Chris don't do that.
So what are you gonna say?
You're a hypochondriac.
Yes, I am.
How many disorders are you self-diagnosed with?
Just depends on the day.
That's the truth. Oh, she is so. You are a hypochondriac.
I know.
I've told the storm stories, but it's worse than that. It's like the simplest things.
It just sometimes it's bad. Sometimes.
Sometimes. What do you mean?
I mean,
I wish I had an example. I don't know. There's been like I don't know. I probably had like a rash on my elbow for 3 years at a time in my life before, but then it's there a day and you're like, you should probably, that's staph. And I'm like, there's no way. It's been here a day.
actually, recently I did tell you something that you had on your
Ringworm or something.
Yeah. So we need to make sure that doesn't get worse.
See? Everybody, look, you're going to get ringworm every so I think I just had a stroke. You're going to get ringworm every once in a while. I don't even know how I get it.
I don't know either.
You think you would, to make it as much as you WebMD'd everything. For someone you were in the medical field too.
Mm-hmm.
So it's like.
And maybe it makes it worse.
You think nurses are hypochondriacs?
No, I don't know. I can't
I don't
speak
know.
for
Do we
everybody.
know any nurses?
I don't think they are.
We don't know them.
I don't know. Everybody's different.
You got any burning questions?
No.
No gripes?
Well, we almost won.
Oh, yeah, that's
trivia.
not a gripe. That's just
No. That's just with our small group.
Yeah, we've been married the least amount of time, or have.
No, I think we've.
What year did they get married?
Oh, I don't know. I don't know.
We might. Well, we weren't. We haven't been married the longest.
No,
we know that. And we took the longest married.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Yeah. So it was us and a couple of our friends in small group. It was like the Newlywed Game, if y'all remember that game show. Wasn't that a game show?
I don't know.
They'd ask like questions like that, like, what if it was raining outside? What would your spouse do on a rainy day or something? And then, like, it's hard to describe. It was a game show. They did the exact same thing. Like you'd write down the answer for your spouse, and then the spouse would write down their answer, and then y'all flip at the same time, and or they'd reveal it, because it's a TV show.
Yeah.
But anyways, we played that kind of game, and we went into double overtime with the longest married couple in the group, all because my wife forgot that I loved The Office.
No, that was not why.
Yeah, it is.
That is not the only one.
I know you put Friday Night Lights, which I do love.
You always said you
I
loved
love
that one.
Friday Night Lights. I do. But The Office is probably my favorite all time because I've watched it like 6 times.
Okay, well, you talk more about Friday Night Lights.
Because I try to convince you to watch it.
I did.
You watched part of it.
I watched it.
What's the starting quarterback's name? What's the name of the guy that I went as Halloween like 7 times? It was like 3. Yeah, see, exactly. You haven't watched it.
I did. I just don't remember his name.
Yeah, because you didn't watch it.
We watch a lot of shows.
No, we don't. All right. Anyways, so yeah, we did pretty well with that. That game. Let's do it. Let's do some more. We'll chat GPT a couple questions.
All right. Why not?
All right, chat GPT. So, do you want to say my answer, or am I going to say?
Yeah, I'll say your answer, and then you could say mine.
No. But like we just do one.
Oh, okay.
Like either you have your answer in your head, and then I say it, or you say my answer, and I'll tell you if you got it right. Okay. What do you remember most about our wedding day? I think ours is the same.
Graceland.
Yes.
Okay.
Graceland.
Yeah. She had
an allergic reaction.
Yeah, she was sick, and poor kid.
Her eyes were like
it was
swollen
so
shut.
bad.
It was
And
so
she
pitiful.
had to go get like a shot and everything.
Yeah.
It was really scary. Like, this happened right before,
Yep.
too.
Yep. It was pretty wild. So she had to go to urgent care.
Mm-hmm. And Mom had to like quickly rush back. Too.
Yeah. So it's like your mom was with you getting ready, and then she had to go, and then it was crazy. But then she had little swollen eyes.
I know. We have pictures. It was really sad.
Mm-hmm. All right. Well, so we got that one.
Mm-hmm.
What's the one habit your partner has that you wish you could change? So are you going to answer for me?
Habit? Okay.
So what you're going to say is the one habit that you have. No, are you going to say it for me, or am I going to say it for you?
I'm going to say yours.
All right, you're going to say mine. All right. So mine, the one habit that I have that you wish you could change is probably my loud chewing.
Yeah, but there was another one too.
What?
Sorry.
Okay.
Ready?
How about this one? If we won the lottery, what's the first thing I would buy?
A truck.
Yeah, absolutely. 100%. Thank you.
Mm-hmm.
Which kind do you think?
Some kind of Ford.
Yeah. That's accurate.
Okay.
What's something I can't live without?
Coke.
Yep.
Me.
Yeah, that's a given.
I'm just messing.
That's a given. Oh. All right, the trivia questions weren't very good. It's hard when you need a moderator to ask them.
Yeah.
Should have that. Hey, back to this. You buy stuff we don't need for no reason.
Like?
There's this welcome thing that goes on the back of a door.
It didn't fit for a door.
Yeah, we don't need it.
I know.
It holds what?
Nothing.
What is it supposed to hold?
A wreath.
We had one of those.
It didn't work.
No, we had.
No,
that one. We got window panes.
I know. I forgot.
You only come in that door every day.
And then I forgot it didn't work on the back door either.
Yeah, because it has window panes.
I know now.
It's the Gwinnett in her talking because she never opens the door. Because her husband spoils her.
You do spoil me.
I don't open the door every time, though.
No.
I'm not here.
I know.
I'm working at school.
Obviously.
Get off my back. What is your favorite part of the day?
Taking a bath.
I knew. Other things that you buy.
Yeah.
For no reason.
I buy everything.
Floss.
Floss is, I use floss.
No, a floss is a thing that dentists want you to buy.
Wrong. I buy it all the time.
Just for no reason.
No,
it's because they're getting a kickback on it.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
All right. I'm going to put this in the polls. Who flosses daily? I'm gonna take an estimate and say that 90% of the population does not floss daily.
Well, I do.
Well, you're in the 10%.
Good. You're not.
No, I'm with the norm. There's 90% of us that don't. Let's check that out. Let's look up this stat.
You look
right
it
now.
up. I think
this is life stats,
that's
Ryan.
Wrong.
Life stats.
That's wrong.
What would I say? What percentage of people use
Floss daily?
Yeah. You want me to say Americans?
Sure. Why not?
Okay.
Were you wrong?
What did I say?
You said 90%.
90% of people
did not floss.
Okay. Well, that was a little wrong.
A little?
18.5% do not floss at all.
Wow.
31% floss less than daily, and only 50% of Americans floss daily.
Okay.
So really and truly, we're both the same.
No.
50-50. 50 floss daily, 50 don't. I floss when I need to. Quick shout out to my wife for doing this because she was hesitant. She doesn't really like doing stuff like this. So she came through for the has-beens because Ryan and Chris tried to make a podcast episode and it was just terrible. So we're trying to save the day for you so you have content on your Monday of, it's Thanksgiving. Yeah, when this comes out, it'll be like 3 days to Thanksgiving. So happy Thanksgiving from us and the boys and other spouses, wives. Oh, I wanted to ask the guys this question, but yeah. I wanted to ask the guys, does your wife ever do that long blink before responding to something? And then I want to ask my wife, what does that mean?
It means...
Because like, say I say something or ask you something and you go...
I breathe and I close my eyes and I look at you like you should know this.
Okay, so what's it mean?
You're stupid.
All right, well, that's good to know. Never mind, boys. I'll just assume that your wives do that to you as well, and we won't have to ask that question. What's a random quality about me that you love? Like a very, very unusual, like if you were good at, I don't know, squirting milk out of your eyelid, like that guy on Ripley's Believe It or Not used to do. Like that would be the thing that I'd be like, oh, this is crazy. She can do this. Like, but what is like this unusual gift that I have that you are grateful for? Okay. An unusual gift that I have that you are grateful for. Unusual. Like, I'm trying to think of your unusual gift that I'm grateful for. It would probably be, I don't know, maybe it's the anti-hoarding, because that's unusual. And I say it like it's a bad thing, but at the end of the day, I don't like clutter.
I think you being sentimental.
That's my unusual gift that you are grateful for. That's not unusual. I would say most people with a heart are sentimental. You're sentimental about Taco Bell. What do you mean?
I'm sentimental, but
no,
like, you go over and beyond.
How? What?
In keeping things.
Like what?
Like, I'm trying to think.
There's nothing I keep.
Kept.
You've thrown it all out.
No, there's some things that you wanted to keep, but I'm like, I don't think we should.
You mean my love letters from high school?
Did you keep those?
I didn't have love letters.
Actually, I think I kept some. Mom did.
Oh, wow.
No, I swear, I think great. My mom kept them.
Yeah, blame it on your mother. I didn't have love letters in high school. I had a big old gap in my teeth. A lot of people who listen to this podcast know what I used to look like. And it was worse than what it is now. It's pretty bad now. So, anyways, moving on. No, explain yourself, woman.
I just think
I
that's
don't
really
talk to my wife that way. I'm just kidding.
I think that's really good.
That's not an unusual gift. I was thinking about my ability to say no.
Yeah.
You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
Like anytime anybody random's like,
that's
hey,
true.
Would you like to buy Girl Scout cookies? Would you like to buy the? No.
Yeah.
Would you donate to this? No. I let them finish.
You do.
And I say,
no, thank you.
No, I don't say thank you.
Oh.
Sometimes I do.
Yeah.
I say no to every time someone asks me for money. Reason being, I don't have any. Okay, so stop asking me. Do you think our children are getting that gift?
No.
Inslee is.
Oh.
100%.
Yeah.
I took her to the playground.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
And I took her to the playground, and there's a little boy he's like maybe a year or two older than her.
I think he was like
5. He was like 4, maybe 5.
Yeah.
You weren't there.
Yeah, I was.
No. You weren't there for this
you
one.
told me about it.
Yeah. And he's running around like following her and like, hey, like wants to talk, like, hey, little girl, or he's talking to me too, and he said, what's her name, and things like that. And so it's a small park, like it ain't big. It's over in Baldwin. So we're playing whatever. It's just like him and his family, I guess, and then me and Inslee. And he's running around. He tells Inslee, can I play with you? And she stops, turns back. This is a 3-year-old now. She stops, turns back, looks at him, and says, no. And then just goes right to it.
She does it a lot. Like there was something else happened recently.
She's a loner, I guess. No, not really.
Not really. I think she just...
She has that that skill of being able to tell people no without feeling bad.
She's also 3.
So you're saying I never grew up? Because you can ask the guys, like, there's always a fundraiser going on. If you work in a school system, if you're a teacher, especially in high school, like there's fundraisers at all levels. In high school, the kids are the one doing the fundraising. So it's like every kid in a small school is in some sort of group, club, extracurricular activity, sports, whatever, that's raising money, right? So it's like every week a kid's going to ask you, do you want to buy chocolate? Do you want this? Do you want to get your wife this? And every time I go, nope. And then they say, oh, that's right. Sexton doesn't support us. And I say, hey, I support every dream you have, just not financially. So, no.
It's okay.
Just learn to say no, folks. I think kids could learn from that.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. I think you could learn from that.
I say no.
You need to say no to Chick-fil-A more often.
No. I love Chick-fil-A.
All right. Listeners, on average, how many times a week do you attend a Chick-fil-A? I'd venture to say the average Georgian goes to Chick-fil-A maybe 2 times a week.
Yeah.
Maybe 3.
Yeah.
3 would be the most.
Uh-huh.
How often do you go to Chick-fil-A?
I feel like I've done better.
How often do you go to Chick-fil-A?
I mean, it's at least once a week. At least.
Yeah, it's at least once. How many times a week do you go to Chick-fil-A?
Are we talking about...
How many times a week do you go to Chick-fil-A?
Like this week?
I want the truth.
I don't know.
Yes, you do.
Twice. I've done better.
This week. On average, how many times a week do you go to Chick-fil-A?
I've been trying to do better, so it doesn't count.
No, before you were trying to do better, how many times a week do you go to Chick-fil-A?
At least 4 times.
I would say 5. At least 5 times a week, because you go twice in a day sometimes. My students know. I get the notifications.
Yeah, but
hey, students.
I also have our kids who are always hungry.
You're right. Those little heathens.
Oh.
Topic change. I forgot to do that the other times. You would like to speak on shows?
Sure. Let's do it.
That was your
Yeah.
suggestion. Don't pretend. I don't run the show. I run the show, but I don't run the show.
Okay.
My wife's in charge, okay? It's because, if you outkick your coverage, then that person's in charge.
Okay, so...
She didn't disagree.
We started watching a newer show.
What? What are you talking about?
High Potential.
Yeah, High Potential.
That's good.
Good show. It's about this lady who's super smart.
Yeah.
But can't keep a job. What is she like? She's got a high IQ.
Yep.
She's a genius.
Oh, yeah, totally.
But yeah, start solving crimes and stuff. It's like a crime scene.
But we just finished our other shows on Netflix.
Lincoln Lawyer is where it's at.
Yeah.
I know Chris listens or watches that too.
Yeah, we like that.
We were talking about that. And season 3 was crazy.
We did finish The Diplomat, but you fell asleep.
Yeah, Diplomat bores me to death. I just wake me up at the action.
It's so good,
because I'll wake up at the action. Y'all ever do that, men?
Oh.
To your spouse, like you ever fall asleep and then just try to pretend you weren't sleeping?
I know when you fall asleep and man, I know.
I'm talking to the men out there. They get me.
Oh, okay.
Sometimes you just fall asleep. Can't help it. I've been working so hard.
Well, you always laugh whenever, like, certain shows I watch. Like, recently I watched The Golden Bachelorette.
Yeah, The Golden Bachelorette. Get that off of TV.
No, it was so cute.
You don't see old people making out? That's what that is. It's gross.
It's cute.
No, I don't want to see anybody making out. So, The Golden Bachelorette was just, it's crazy. But they talk like, I don't like those shows because like they try to make it seem like it's so dramatic.
Yeah.
It's just so drama. I
like drama shows.
Yeah, you like that. You like Love is Blind and all that. We've talked about, me and the guys have talked about the stuff our wives watch that we don't like. Hey, remember that? I've told this one about the one Love Off the Grid or whatever that you were watching. And then you found out you were watching something about some guy trying to start a cult.
Yeah, it's crazy.
That was nuts.
I know.
It was not PG either. It was not.
No, but
he was cussing up and down.
It was funny though.
Yeah, it was funny because he's from your mom's hometown in Alabama. I'm just kidding. It was not from her. It was actually from Georgia. And he bought land in Alabama.
Yeah, that's right.
He's from like Calhoun, Dalton.
Yeah,
up there in northwest Georgia. Yeah. What other shows are we watching right now? Oh, Fire Countries.
Oh, yeah. We
like Fire Country. It's, the more I watch it, though, the more I'm like, this is like a soap. It's like a soap opera.
It reminds me of like Grey's Anatomy kind of drama.
Yeah. Chris loves Grey's Anatomy. I never watched it ever.
I did, but I kind of got tired of all of the drama.
It's just too much.
It went on and on.
I know no one heard you.
It went on and on.
Yeah. Yeah. I'm not about that. You got any more suggestions?
Mm-mm.
You brought this topic up.
I know.
Just to do that.
It's late. I'm getting tired.
It's 9:00. Guys, it's 9:00. She said, it's late. I'm getting tired. It's 9:00.
You know me. Actually, when we met, it was like I was always going to bed early.
And I was staying up till like 3 a.m. playing Red Dead Redemption.
It was ridiculous.
On the PS4.
Yeah, but I feel like you've mellowed out a lot.
Like, what do you mean mellowed out? Like how could I be more mellow than I was when I was a single dude living in a tiny house? I was mellow. Oh. What do you mean mellow?
Maybe that wasn't the right word.
You mean you feel like I've matured?
Yeah, maybe that's the right word.
Oh, man.
You don't go to bed as late. I mean, you still do.
I stay up late sometimes, but it's not near as...
No.
I don't play video games hardly ever. But speaking of which, I would love to buy a PS5 and NCAA 25. So if anyone wants to sponsor Hometown Has-Beens, that'll help me get to my goal. Or if I should start a GoFundMe, just tell me. I know that's a big investment. $500 for a console and game, that's pretty insane. Yeah. I don't think my wife's going to let me.
No.
So maybe sponsor the pod so your boy can play NCAA 25. All right, everybody, that's all we got this week. Thanks for listening to the first ever wife edition of Hometown Has-Beens featuring my spouse, Anna. So thank you, Anna, for coming on the show and supporting me and my 3 idiot friends in pursuing this podcast. So we appreciate that. And I love you.
I love you too.
See that? She said it back. It's real. Don't forget to follow us on social media. Check out our website, www.hometownhasbeens.com for the merch. And remember, we've got that sale going on now through the end of the year. So get you some Christmas presents. Have a happy Thanksgiving. And remember,
it's better to be a has-been than it never was.
I dislocated my elbow in the 7th grade. See you next week.
I'm cool, though.
Okay. Okay. I have like 7 strokes. Podcast.
It's better to be a Blah.
See, you have a stroke too. You got to say, it's better to be a has-been than it never was.
Well, you didn't tell me.
Sorry.
Really?
Yeah.
What do I say?
It's better to be a has-been than it never was.
Why do you say
That's our tagline. That's our tagline. You want to do it again? No, I lost it. Train of thought. Go on, choo-choo. You got nothing.
This is a lot of pressure.
No, it's not. It's fine.
Okay.
Why are you pausing?
I don't know. I feel like, do I need to pause? Holy crap, now I forgot what I was saying.
You're so far away from the mic. Why the pause?
Shut up. That's what you're getting.
Okay. Our daughter just walked in. This is weird.
She's looking at us like, what?
All right, Grayson's always wanted to be on the pod. Grayson, come here.
Hi.
And that's all. All right, you've been on the pod. See ya. Do you need something?
18.
Don't be loud. Go sit somewhere. Babe, are you serious? Are you serious?
Okay, we'll see. Mason?
These are all going in bloopers. There's some parts where you're like, shut up. Stupid.
I feel like there's some I'd like to cut out of here too.
Like, take parts.
I hear inside.
Well, this is weird. Our child just woke up.
Oh, she's having a
Hi,
sleep,
baby.
Daddy. Okay. Okay.
Signing off. Inslee's in our bed. Bye-bye.